There you go.
Yeah.
We're gonna do this in 3 minutes?
Do we need posting? Do we need the county attorney in here?
No.
There you go.
All right, come right.
All right, we're live. Okay. Well, morning, everybody. It's November the 12th. It's about 10:32, and special meeting, Commissioner Court, Liberty County, Texas. We have this for the court. Commissioner Korbowski, Commissioner Arthur, and Commissioner Wilson are with us today. Today we're here to canvass the November 2020 election, which we do this every time there is an election. So, Mr. Bush, get these up here and let's hear the numbers, and we can act on the recommendations.
Yes, sir. I did provide the official canvas book to the county clerk's office and to your office. We had a total of 29,404 citizens of Liberty County vote out of our voter registration population. That is 59.682% of our county voted. My goal was 60%. We got real close.
Was that a new record?
This is a record. 2016, 47.9% of our folks voted.
Wow.
I did the extrapolation because we added 6,000 more voters than the last presidential election to our voter registration rolls. We did process 29,404 folks for this election. All the precincts are in, all the early voting ballots are done, early voting ballot board is complete, military ballots are in, we are done with this particular election. Now we will start our spot check for a recount, but that does not affect the canvass. Everything's done. The judge of Central County signed off, early voting ballot board judge signed off, and my office has signed off on this canvass as well.
Okay.
Any questions?
Nope.
We will be having a meeting in the next several weeks about the vote centers. We have to have an after action report and request from the Secretary of State if the county chooses to make that a normal voting way of doing business.
The voting centers like
Yes,
we done?
like we did.
Yeah.
And
Actually, I didn't hear any complaints at all about.
the only complaints that I heard is ballot styles. From looking at it, it's actually more difficult for my office to do voting centers, but for the general public, it was a whole lot easier. Of course, we serve the public, so yes, it's more harder for my office, but that's just, it is what it is. That's okay. But I think the folks really liked it, but we will do an after action report, and we will most definitely be bringing that back to court for a recommendation so we can apply if the committee recommends and y'all so choose to apply for permanent status or not.
It creates a difficulty reporting precinct by precinct,
Yes.
like people are used to.
Right.
And so some of the newspaper people were a little frustrated that we weren't giving them, how many people voted in precinct 1, but we can do that. It
It's
takes
gonna
a
take
lot of time and pain.
Yeah, I can see we're trying to get together precinct by precinct and doing
Because
that.
it changes every single step of the way. I will say I don't like doing city elections with presidential elections.
That was a problem.
This took every ounce of my strength.
But if it
Yes,
wasn't
to
for
do this
COVID,
election.
it wouldn't have been
It
there.
wouldn't have been this way. We broke every record we possibly could in this county this election.
Yeah.
I'm just glad that we survived. We have a great team. We had over 80 folks working this election, and everything's done.
I think you did a splendid job.
Well, thank you, sir.
I do believe. The main thing is the educational process for the people that vote.
Yes.
I think they learned a lot.
They did. We're trying now that we have had elections since day one that you created this office. We thought we were going to have a city election. Well, that was canceled. It was moved, and we had primaries, runoffs, and then we get ready for the big election. We've not had an opportunity to do some of the things we wanted to do this year. But now that elections are over with until next year, we do want to work on some education activities with the general public, trying to educate them and teach them about things and where to look and what to know. Just because Pennsylvania does something does not mean that Texas or Liberty County does things in Pennsylvania during
Because
session.
Houston does something
Oh,
that's
yes,
nothing.
Houston is a big thorn in my side.
Right.
But that's okay.
I would recommend that we stick with the voting centers, especially since we've got redistricting coming. It's
Oh,
gonna
yes.
move boundaries anyway. People aren't gonna know where to vote. And this will save a lot of confusion. And now that 60% of our population is voted through voting centers, they should
Yes.
know how to do
The
it.
cities
So-
will be most cities liked it, everybody liked it, but I still have to do an after action report, but ballot styles, folks just don't understand that. I had one individual call me, and just chew me out. My skin's grown about a foot thick or thicker over this election.
Welcome to the club.
Yes, sir. We've had to get used to that, but a Tarleton gentleman, this one in particular, called, cussed me out one down the other. Was mad because he didn't get to vote in City of Liberty elections. And I just I didn't argue with him, but sir, you live in Tarleton. You do not get to vote in the city, and he just couldn't understand that. He heard his friends got to, well, that's correct, because they live in the City of Liberty.
Yeah.
But we want to do a lot of education this next year.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use that grant money that we got from COVID to buy some good things and teaching tools and some video production equipment. God forbid we ever have this again, but the county will be set up to do some video production. Anyway,
That'll work.
Those kind of folks are gonna be hard to educate.
that's what we get paid to do. We'll see what we can do.
That'll work. All right, Leon, you got anything?
Negative.
All right, let's,
I move we accept the
Kansas.
well, you
canvas.
accept the recommendations of the canvas of the vote for Liberty County.
Second.
All right. Got a motion from Greg, second from Bruce, to accept the results of the election for Liberty County as canvas. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. Hearing no nays, the motion carries unanimously that we consider this election complete. All right, any further business? I think we have any.
You guys all know who won, right?
Yeah.
You got it
That's all been released to the public and media and everybody else. So,
I think a motion to adjourn.
got a motion from Bruce to adjourn.
Second.
Got a second from Greg. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. We're adjourned. Thank you.